In Hollywood, we're famous for honoring those who possess special talents like acting or directing or singing or producing. But there is one award in our industry that shines the spotlight on something more significant, something more meaningful, the Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award. This year's recipient of the Hersholt is Harry Belafonte, singer, producer, actor, a man whose talents have entertained millions of people around the world. He has succeeded in music, theater, film, and television, and he has demonstrated his genius and brilliance and creativity in all of them. He became a global artist before the term even existed, singing Jamaican, American, Jewish, and Irish folk songs, and launching the career of South Africa's Miriam Makeba. He's won a Tony Award, Grammys, and an Emmy, and at the same time he was doing all of that, he has been a warrior on the good side of the battlefield of social justice. A man whose true passion for activism has helped change the lives of tens of millions of people for the better. Harry Belafonte fought side by side with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. for civil rights. He helped finance the Freedom Rides in 1961 and the Student Nonviolent Committee, Coordinating Committee during the 1964 Freedom Summer. He helped design the strategies that culminated in the civil rights legislation of the 1960s. And when Dr. King was arrested in Birmingham, Harry Belafonte was a driving force in ensuring that the Birmingham movement continued to grow while Dr. King was incarcerated. He bailed Dr. King out of city jail, led voter registration drives at a time when doing that could result in you being murdered. And he was a leader in the 1963 March on Washington. And that was just what Harry was doing here at home. Overseas, he fought against apartheid, and apartheid fell. And when he saw that those who hungered for freedom in Africa had brothers and sisters across that continent who hungered for food and nourishment, he came up with the idea for the We Are the World benefit record. And now he's going into the inner cities of America to help end the plague of gang violence that affects so many young people. Harry is a voice of reason and compassion. He's a man who has never wavered once in his lifetime commitment to his fellow men and women. There's a great line in The Grapes of Wrath from Henry Fonda's Tom Joad. I'll be everywhere, wherever you can look, wherever there's a fight, so hungry people can eat. I'll be there wherever there's a cop beating up a guy. I'll be there in the way that guys yell when they're mad. I'll be in the way kids laugh when they're hungry and they know supper's ready. And when the people are eating the stuff they raise and living in the houses they build, I'll be there too. Tom Joad was a classic but fictional American hero. Harry is a real-life flesh and blood hero, a man whose 87 years on this planet we call home has been spent fighting injustice and for human rights and human dignity. Harry's always been on the right side of history, but that has meant that sometimes he's been on the wrong side of popular opinion. He's the ultimate example of a great artist and a lifelong social activist who somehow has done both better than just about anyone in either field. It's an honor for all of us to be in the same room with him and for me to present him with this year's Jean Hersholt Award, Humanitarian Award. I love you, Harry.